Jen and Jamie on a Thursday.
Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to another edition of What's in the Lunchbox? So if you recall, last week in the lunchbox we had
a leaf blower.
Now, considering, we're talking Bible times, and leaf blowers are operated either using battery power or electricity, and they didn't have any of those. My guess is we're not going to find a leaf blower in the Bible.
Yeah, no direct connection to a leaf blower.
Not a direct connection. However, what a leaf blower does and shows and actually is in the Bible.
Yeah, so
What are we
a
talking
leaf
about?
blower, you know that a leaf blower is working by some various ways, right? You can hear it, they're loud. Some people are smartly wearing ear protection when they run them because the loudness of the motor. You can also see the work that it's doing. The leaves are moving. That is what you want them to do. You can also feel the work that it's doing. If I were to take a leaf blower and point it at Jennifer's face, we would have, hair blowing and face moving from all of the wind that is coming from the leaf blower.
Yeah, so obviously leaf blower's not in the Bible, but a loud rushing wind and proof that the leaf blower is working is in the Bible. What are we talking about? We're talking about the day of Pentecost. So Jamie said you see a leaf blower working because you can hear it, and it creates a big old wind. It's moving those leaves. Now, in Jesus's days, he probably wasn't, moving oak and maple
blowing.
and all that jazz. But on the day of Pentecost, there is a loud rushing wind, and it's the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit is coming to the disciples. When Jesus ascends back into heaven, he says, I am going to give you a friend, a helper, and guess what? He sends that friend and helper in the form of the Holy Spirit.
Yeah, and one way that the Holy Spirit makes his presence known on the day of Pentecost is this loud rushing wind. The disciples could hear it. You can hear a leaf blower working. They could hear the Holy Spirit rushing in. They could feel it. They could feel the breeze and the wind blowing. You can feel a leaf blower working. And they could see that something was happening because there was also tongues of fire. Just like you can see the leaves blowing and the tongues are the work that the leaf blower is doing.
Yeah, so how do we know that, the leaf blower is doing its job? Well, because we see the leaves moving. How did we know that the disciples, after the Holy Spirit came upon them to begin with, did their work? Because you and I exist today as believers and children of God. Just like the leaf blower went out and pushed all the leaves, the disciples followed God's command to make disciples, and Jesus sent the Holy Spirit, and guess what? He let his Holy Spirit just go into the world and those disciples, and everybody knows because they did their job.
Yeah. So be a leaf blower. Make some noise for Christ. Show the work is done. And move those people towards church. Be a leaf blower. I'm going to get a shirt made with that.
Be a leaf blower.
That'll be our new swag.
Be a leaf blower.
Be a leaf blower.
How do you know it's working? All right. Well, before we end up down any other rabbit holes or any other shirts made, let's find out.
What's in the lunchbox?
All right.
All right, Jamie.
Is filing cabinets.
Oh, at first I was like a bar graph.
Bar graph.
I mean, one of those like...
Yes, this is showing how successful we are on our weekly rates.
I actually thought maybe we took a picture of the library because we have like filing cabinets in the library that are like that with, the different layers of...
I think it was Korakowski's have these in their garage, if I remember correctly.
All right, filing cabinets. Well, maybe Dr. Luke
Was keeping track
used
of
one of those
his
in the very
patients.
first days of, Bible times and was keeping track of, all of his patients' records.
I always think of Bruce Almighty, the movie.
Oh, yeah.
Jim Carrey becomes like God, and then he gets all the prayer requests, and it's like a filing cabinet, and it just keeps going and going. That's what I think of. But yes.
Wow.
Filing
All right,
cabinet.
well,
Join us next week.
finally, cabinet and a Bible. This one's going to take a whole week just to research. Or hopes of the Holy Spirit coming in.
Holy Spirit is going
wind.
to rush in and help us with this one, because we are leaf blowers.
So join us next week. And this week, be a leaf blower. We'll see you next time.
Jen and Jamie on a Thursday.